Good morning. So I'm in my kitchen and I was trying to figure out what I was going to make this morning, and I really don't have much of anything. I have some eggs, shocker, and but I don't have any vegetables. I don't have any toast, nothing. And a few of you, just a few of you, have been like, can you tell the recipes for your fried eggs, or like the few things that you post that you make, which is usually just fried eggs. And I would, except for here's the thing, I love to cook, I hate recipes. If I have to think like mathematically or like measure something or do what somebody else is telling me to do, which probably speaks to deeper issues, cooking doesn't become fun. So I can't, because it's always to taste. I will tell you, most of the food that I make is hot via hot sauce or chili flakes or just fresh garlic. So this is what I did have, and I also like to make stuff up. Like, there was one video where I took old bread and I just poured water over it, and then it made this and then I toasted it in my little toaster oven. It made soft bread, and a lot of you thought that was gross, and I'm like, why? Because it was soft bread at one point, and water makes things soft. Duh, carry the 4. So here's what we've got going on. If any of you have been listening to the Relevant podcast, I started doing the Relevant podcast, and one of their sponsors is Nature Box, and they send you these like surprise little treats, and they really are so good. And these are, I don't know how to say that kind of cheese. Lindsay Rush always makes fun of me. I think it's Asiago, but yesterday I was talking to her about them and I said, Asiago. See how crunchy they are? But at one time, they weren't crisp. They had to be dried out. So I put a bunch, since I don't have any bread, put some in water, and now they're... Okay, this might be a little gross, but look, can you hear that? Okay, so I'm going to dump out the excess water. This is the bread portion. Okay, I did that. And then I'm going to come over here like this. Look at that. It's basically like making cheesy French toast. Then I chopped up some garlic. You always got to chop up. I really need a cameraman. There's that. Whoops, got some on the floor. Just trust me that what I'm doing right now is putting the rest of the garlic in there. Oh, what's coming up on the site this week? I'm actually really excited. If you liked the Tuesdays with Normie videos that I did, that was this guy, this professor that I interviewed and asked him a bunch of questions. And one of the questions I asked him was like, what are questions to ask before you get married? And you guys liked that. And then, so then I asked you guys online, what are questions you think that you should ask before you get married? And you guys gave a ton of questions, and so to answer them, I interviewed this 4-year-old, Stephanie's daughter, if you guys remember Stephanie. And it turned out to be a really, I think, hilarious video, and it may involve my nephew Jackson as well. I'm going to put some butter in, because I'm going to fry an egg, obviously. And then on Thursday, the other post is, there's this article in the Boston Globe about age segregation that my friend Val sent me, and I made a video talking about my thoughts on that. And I actually was talking with a friend about it last night, and she was saying that age segregation even impacts our immunity, that like old and young people, like if they're in proximity, like build up tolerances for like, if like all these old people are getting shingles nowadays because they're not around young people who are getting things in the same vein, I could be relaying this wrong, but like chicken pox or something like that, that like helps older people's immunity against shingles and stuff. So it makes me so sad that we're so separated from people who are older, and again, that's like the heart of the Illumination Project, is getting young, old, single, dating, married people in conversation together. Because if single, dating, and married people are together, it strengthens your immunity. No, and then I went and visited my old friend Dorothy, who is just crazy. She lives at the old folks home around the corner from me. And I actually filmed her, and I might put that video in there as well. So it could be 3 videos this week, which is just crazy. Not to mention this little cooking ditty that would make 4. Okay, so trying to figure out how I could crack an egg. I'm going to do 2 eggs today because I'm hungry. Alright, can I do the one-handed crack, folks? That is the question. Can you see? Okay. Oh no. Yes! Alright, number dos. Yes! How's our little soggy bread? Whoops, that is quite soggy. Okay, here's another little trick, guys, that you, oops, you're not seeing this. Really? Can't multitask. You want to break where the yolk is thicker, and then it helps cook evenly. Track what I'm doing here. Oh no, we've got a runner. Don't run, little egg. I cannot handle if that egg runs and fully cooks through. Not good at all. Then we've got our garlic cheesy bread over here. So I probably shouldn't be doing that with a fork. Well, not good for your pans. Here, can you see that? Are you guys getting dizzy yet? Because you should be. Okay, then this is something else that I do. I take a little cayenne pepper. I'm gonna have to set you guys down for a second to open that. Wow, we're at 6 minutes. Hope you guys are still watching. This was the recipe you wanted. And we'll do a little salt on the cheesy bread. Salt over everything. And then this was my Grandpa Choo Choo. We called him Grandpa Choo Choo because he worked on the railroad. This was his pepper mill. I'll pepper it later. Oh, and then my favorite salsa. It's made in Hood River, Oregon. Veronica's. So good. Okay, do you guys want to try to watch me scoop the eggs onto the kitty plate? Because that's where it gets real. Okay, let's see if this can happen. Eggs, are you ready? I think you are. Okay. Don't have strong wrists. I want you to be able to see. Maybe you just gotta love it and let it. Ah! Cheesy bread just attacked the egg. Come on. Oh no. This is not good. Yes? Yes? My neighbors are like, what is she doing? Yes? Oh goodness, you guys. This is great. This is great. Okay, can you see this? Can you see it? Right there. All came together so beautifully. Now we get the salsa. We have a moment to give thanks to God that the yolks didn't crack. And I will let you guys know how the cheesy bread turned out. Oh, you want to see? We're at 8 minutes. But you know what? Okay. This is just too good. There. Beauty. Beauty has a name. And it's a runny yolk. Cheesy garlic bread. How did you turn out? Oh, a little bit of salsa. Yep, I just put my fork straight in there. So if any friends come over and I offer you salsa, either don't eat it or eat it and build up your immunity. It's so good! All that garlic and the soft cheesy bread. Cooking with joy.